Okay, new title on your note. Solving Equations Part 2. I promise it says examples. It's called Part 3. One-step equations is Part 1. Two-step equations is Part 2. And I'm calling this Part 3 because it's not really a three-step equation. That's not really the exact right title for it. Although you could call it a three-step equation. I'm going to do an easy one and a medium one. That's all to finish this lesson off. Then if you want to work on your assignment, which is questions 1 to 14 in the back, you'll be able to, okay? That's all, okay? One example, which I think is a pretty easy one, and then the second example, which is just maybe just a little bit more difficult. What if there's an x on both sides? 5x plus 4 equals 2x plus 16. It looks like big trouble because there's x's on both sides. Yeah? I say go right after it. Let's not have x's on both sides. What could I do? I'm going to get my red pen out. Daniel's already ready. He's already got it out of the holster. What could I do to get rid of that 2x on that side?
Variables on this side.
Yeah, variables just on this side. I don't want variables on there. Look at, I was helping another grade 10 class today, and I made this little sign up here. And I said, hey, just remember, over here we want x's, over there we don't want x's. So what I want to do is get rid of that 2x. How do I get rid of positive 2x?
Bring the x over to the left side and switch the positive.
Yeah, switch it to subtract. So all I'm going to do, and if you're not good at this, you're going to like my new method. I just look and go, well, no, I don't want that there. I'm just going to subtract 2x. I'm going to put it right beside that and say, no, no, I want that gone. I can only do that. I'm only allowed to do that if I do it to both sides. Just stare at that for a minute. Because it's possible, right at that moment, a giant click happens in your brain. Do you know what I'm talking about, a click where you're like, oh, I think I sort of get that now. Now there won't be x's on both sides. Because what's going to happen on the right side? 2x minus 2x, gone. The 2x has moved over here, but it's become subtract. So over here I get now I need someone very clever to tell me why that's so good. What kind of equation is this now that it doesn't have x's on both sides? It's just a two-step equation. Okay, so when we see x's on both sides, just stop everything. Just go, whoa, 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 whoa. Hold on. And just get rid of that x on the other side by doing the opposite to it. So that all that talk about opposites set up for this. So what's the opposite of adding 4?
In my head it said deleting 4.
Deleting 4, yeah. Or subtracting 4. And what's 16 minus 4? Who's got their calculator out? And then, opposite of multiplying by 3? Oh, yeah. She's already a step ahead. Divide by 3. Last example of the day, okay? And then you have time. I want you to have time in class to work on your assignment if you want. Okay? Last example of the day. Here we go. I don't think it's any harder than that one. Just different, okay? I'm going to go with 2x minus 8 equals negative 3x plus 32. Yeah, I like it. It's perfect. It's perfectly just a little tiny bit harder. Here's you on the quiz, on the assignment, on the test. You're like, oh, x's on both sides. I wish there wasn't x's on both sides. Yeah? Why, Mr. Todd? Why? Why? I don't want x's on both sides. You're like, no problem. How do I get rid of that negative 3x that's over there? What's the opposite of subtracting 3x? Yeah, so I just right up beside it, add 3x. Can I do that to just one side? I got to do the same thing to this side. So good, the way I'm writing it there. So good. I'm not bragging. I'm not saying I'm so good. I'm saying this is a great way that I've seen to write this, where you just write the little add 3x there, go there, fixed. This is much better because what's 2x plus 3x? If I had 2 Xaviers plus 3 Xaviers, just because his name starts with X. That's all I got. 2 Xaviers and 3. What's 2 Xaviers plus 3 Xaviers? Can you imagine if we had 5 Xaviers all in the one class? And by getting rid of the x's on both sides, what kind of equation is it now? It's back to two-step. This is why we practice each of those. We're building this Lego building of understanding. We're adding a little bit each time. So what's the opposite of subtracting 8? Opposite of subtract 8? Addition. So I'm going to go 5x equals 32 plus 8. I get my calculator out. And I type in 32 plus 8. 40. And then what's the opposite of multiplying by 5? Division. So I got to go 40 divided by 5. Final 8. Did you type that in? Or you just knew that one? You just knew that one?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
just, no.
Okay. No extra homework there on purpose. Because some of you might be like, so I got to do all the homework and then I got to do my assignment? Not this time. This time I went, no, we can go right on and go ahead and do the assignment. So there's a bunch of questions there. I must tell you, friends, there's probably not enough space in this page to do those questions. You probably want a separate slice of paper to do the ones on the back because there's so many steps, okay? When's the assignment due? I haven't said because I still got one last thing to teach in this review chapter, and that's what do we do if there's brackets? I'll teach that tomorrow. Okay? Not a big deal.